Hello? Is anyone here? I was just in my office. I was just on a call. What is happening to me?
Grace Adays Mensa. My name is Gabriel. I have been assigned to your life for 45 years. And tonight, that assignment ends.
Assigned to my life? What is that? Am I dead?
You collapsed at your desk at 17 p.m., a brain aneurysm. Your assistant found you 4 minutes later. It was too late.
No, I had a meeting at 3. I had a board presentation tomorrow. I had my daughter has a school play on Friday. I cannot be, I am not.
Grace, you are, and what happens next is more important than anything. That was in your diary.
Then tell me what happens next, clearly. Without confusion. I am listening.
There is a book. It has existed since before the foundation of the world. Every person who has ever lived, their name is either in it or it is not. And tonight, your name will be searched for. And what is found or not found determines everything that comes next for you.
The Book of Life. I have heard that phrase. In church, years ago. I stopped going to church when I was 28. I decided I was too busy.
I know. I was there when you made that decision. I watched you choose the early morning meetings over the Sunday services, week after week, year after year, until the habit of going was completely replaced by the habit of not going. And the gap between you and God grew quietly, the way gaps always do, not dramatically, just steadily.
I was building a business. I was providing for my family. I was not doing anything wrong. I was not hurting anyone. I was just busy.
Busy is the most effective distance the enemy ever created between a person and God. Not scandal, not crime, not dramatic rebellion, just busy, productive, successful, respectable, and completely disconnected from the one who made you.
So is my name in the book or not? Just tell me directly.
That answer will be given, but not yet, because before the book is opened, you are going to understand exactly what the book is, what it means, how names get written in it, and how they do not, because you spent 45 years on earth without anyone explaining it to you clearly, and you deserve clarity, even now.
Nobody ever explained it clearly. The church I went to talked about it, but it always felt like something for other people, saintly people, not people like me who had businesses to run and children to raise.
It was always for people exactly like you, the one who is victorious will, like them, be dressed in white. I will never blot out the name of that person from the book of life, but will acknowledge that name before my Father and his angels. Revelation 3-5. The victorious one, Grace, not the perfect one. Not the religious one, not the one with no responsibilities or complicated life. The victorious one, the one who overcame whatever their specific battle was by staying connected to God. That was always available to you. In every busy season, in every demanding year. T was always available.
Then why did nobody fight for my attention the way my business did? The business sent emails and notifications and deadlines. God just waited quietly.
God did not wait quietly. Grace, he sent your colleague, Sandra, who invited you to her Bible study 11 times between 2015 and 2019. He sent the sermon you heard on the radio driving to work in 2021. That made you pull over for 10 minutes and sit in your car because something inside you responded so strongly. He sent the week your business nearly collapsed in 2018, and you found yourself saying, God, if you are real. And then the week turned around and you said, it was just good luck, and moved on. He sent me, pressing on your spirit in the quiet moments, the ones before sleep, the ones in the shower, the ones when the office was empty and something in you felt hollow, despite all the success.
Can I see my name?
Finally. Do you know how long I have been waiting for this conversation? 45 years of watching Gabriel work so hard, sending Sandra, sending radio sermons, pressing on her spirit in the quiet moments. And all I had to do was keep you busy. That was it. That was my entire strategy. Busy. I did not even need to make you evil. I just needed to keep you productive.
You are the devil.
And you are the reason I have always preferred boardrooms to bars. The bars are full of people who know they are lost. The boardrooms are full of people who are just as lost, but they are too successful to notice. You were perfect, Grace, moral, hardworking, respected, completely empty of God. You gave me 45 years without a single fight, not one.
Is what he is saying, is it accurate?
The strategy he is describing, yes. Busyness as a spiritual weapon is one of his most consistently successful tools. The specifics of his claim about you, you will hear the full account. But the principle is accurate. You were not targeted by darkness. You were targeted by distraction. And distraction kept you just far enough from God, without ever making you feel like you were in danger.
If you kept me busy deliberately, then how is my distance from God my fault? You engineered it.
Because I cannot force anyone to be busy. I presented the opportunities. You chose them. Every early meeting you chose over church. You chose it. Every time Sandra invited you, and you said not this week, you said it. I just made sure there was always something more urgent on your calendar, and you filled it every single time.
He is right that the choices were yours. But hear the full picture. God also sent interruptions to your busyness. Moments designed to slow you down long enough to reach Him. The week your business nearly collapsed, that was a design interruption. Not punishment, a pause. A space where the busyness stopped and the questions started. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. Psalm 23 to 2-3. Those quiet water moments were not accidents. Grace, they were invitations. And the invitations were declined.
I declined them because I did not recognize them. I thought the business crisis was a problem to solve, not an invitation to receive.
That is the heart of it. When you do not know God's voice, His invitations look like problems. His pauses look like obstacles. His quiet moments look like inefficiency. And a businesswoman who sees inefficiency, fixes it, and moves on.
Lord, are you there?
I have always been here. Grace, every board meeting, every late night in the office, every hollow moment you called burnout, I was here. You simply never stopped long enough to hear me.
I hear you now.
I know, and we are going to talk about everything. The book, your name, what it means, what comes next. For God will bring every deed into judgment, including every hidden thing, whether it is good or evil. Ecclesiastes 12:14. Every deed, every choice, every invitation declined, every Sandra ignored, every quiet moment filled with noise, all of it will be seen clearly tonight. Grace, and then the judgment will be spoken.
The book does not lie. The record is the record. She never surrendered. She never confessed. She never.
Tell me what kept my name out. Be specific.
You knew God existed. You never surrendered to Him. There is a difference between knowing and surrendering. The book records surrender, not knowledge.
I believed in Jesus. I just never made it official.
Official. She called salvation official, like it was a business registration. That right there, treating God like an administrative task. That was your entire relationship with Him. Something to get around to eventually.
Stop celebrating my situation.
I will stop celebrating when I stop winning. And I have been winning with you for 17 years, since you left church. Every year you said, next year, I will get serious about God. And every year, I made sure next year never came.
He is describing something real. Delay was the weapon. Now is the time of God's favor. Now is the day of salvation. To Corinthians 6:2 now. Not next year. Not when business slows down. Not when the children are older. Now was always the instruction, and now kept becoming later.
I always thought I had more time.
You do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. James 4:14. 45 years felt long to you. Grace, in eternity, it was a breath, and in that breath, the one decision that mattered most was postponed indefinitely.
Is there anything even here, anything at all?
No. The time for anything was on the other side of death. She's here now. The book is closed to new entries. USAID.
That is everything I did.
Everything. Every good deed. Every honest transaction. Every sacrifice you made for your daughter. God sees all of it. Grace. None of it is invisible to Him.
Then it counts for something.
It counts as evidence of the goodness God placed in you. It does not count as the key to this book. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father. Matthew 7:21. The will of the Father is surrender, grace, relationship, not achievement.
I know you did not, and I know why. Nobody sat with you and made it clear. That is a failure of the people I sent, not of my persistence. But grace, the responsibility to seek me was also yours. Seek, and you will find. Matthew 7:7. The seeking was required. and the seeking never came.
God, did you ever even once give up on me?
The Lord is not slow in keeping his promise. He is patient, not wanting anyone to perish, but everyone to come to repentance. To Peter 3:9, not wanting anyone to perish. Grace, that anyone was always you. I never gave up. I was still knocking at 2:16 p.m. today, 1 minute before the aneurysm.
The book does not lie. Her name is not in it. The record is clear. She never surrendered, never confessed, never.
I am not talking to you. I am talking to God. And you do not get the last word here. I wasted it. I know I wasted it. Every invitation I ignored. Every knock I did not answer. Every quiet moment I filled with noise. I was so busy building a life that I forgot to build a relationship with the one who gave me the life. And I cannot go back. I know I cannot go back. But I need you to know right now in this moment I believe. Not because I am scared of the verdict. Because standing here hearing your voice for the first time clearly, I finally understand what I spent 45 years missing. And I am sorry. Genuinely. Completely. Sorry.
She never surrendered while she was alive. The confession has to come before death. The scripture says,
Everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Romans 10:13. Everyone that word has no expiration printed beside it in my word. And the God who knows the heart knows the difference between a confession of fear and a confession of genuine recognition. Grace is not confessing to escape a verdict. She is confessing because she finally sees clearly, and I see her seeing.
You cannot the book. Her name is N.O.T.
That is what has been waiting for you since before you were born. No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him. 1 Corinthians 2:9.
I should have answered sooner. I should have stopped being busy sooner. I should have opened the door the first time you knocked.
Yes, you should have, but you answered, and I have been waiting for that answer since the day I made you. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. Luke 19:10. You were never too lost to be found. Grace, not for one single day. Now, come home.